teen and older audience is my mom, my dad, and my cousin Jean. They found him dead in his house, say it was probably a drug overdose. This phrase has become increasingly common in Vermont. Heroin addiction is a big problem in your state that you can help fix. I have seen the supposed effect of heroin on my coworkers and have researched the magnitude of the problem in Vermont. The widespread heroin problem can be solved by bringing addicts to Christ to fill the God-sized hole in their hearts and to bring them under the guidance of the Holy Spirit. I will prove this idea by explaining that heroin is a big problem, heroin addicts heal at Christian treatment centers, and that heroin addicts need money donated to these centers. Let's start by looking at the problem. First, heroin addiction is a big problem in Vermont. People are not following God. A New York Times article reports that Vermont's Governor, Peter Shumlin, used his State of the State address to reflect on the full-blown heroin problem in Vermont that is plaguing the state. However, that is not really surprising, considering that Catherine Seeley of the New York Times reports that there are known heroin houses where people come for a brief period and leave quickly. Everyone on the streets knows that drug deals are going on, but nothing happens. According to Politico magazine, heroin-related deaths nearly doubled in the last year alone. The drug problem in Vermont cannot be ignored. Let's look at how this huge, devastating problem can be solved. My second point is heroin addicts heal at Christian treatment centers. Workers there introduce addicts to the Holy Spirit. Secular rehabilitation centers have not been effective, and some make the problem worse. An article in the New York Times reports that, according to a former addict, drugs can be obtained at support groups for addicts trying to break their addiction. According to the statistics from Teen Challenge website, Christian treatment centers, in particular Teen Challenge, have been more influential than secular centers because of the spiritual element they involve in the program. According to the Teen Challenge website, 86.86% of graduates from the Teen Challenge program after 7 years remain drug and crime-free, as opposed to 6 to 7% for secular programs. To quote from the Teen Challenge website, the results of these surveys indicate that signs of success include a stabilized lifestyle due to a personal commitment to Jesus Christ, employment with some level of stability, financial independence, an absence of trouble with the police, and an ability to enjoy freedom without supervision or special condition. And also, lastly, little need for additional drug treatment after completing the Teen Challenge program. What Teen Challenge does is wonderful, but it is not without expense. Finally, heroin addicts are dependent on donations. They need to come to know Christ. Teen Challenge reports that it does not charge any of the addicts for anything, so the money to operate the facility and provide materials must come from donations, because Teen Challenge is a private organization and does not rely on public funding. Numerous Teen Challenge locations are all over the country, and all of them are dependent on giving. Teen Challenge needs donations to do their healing work. In conclusion, let's remember that heroin is a big problem in our state. Heroin addicts heal at Christian treatment centers, and that heroin addicts are dependent on donations. Support Teen Challenge so that addicts can be free of their addiction and of sin through the power of Jesus Christ. Show your gratefulness for your salvation by giving money to Teen Challenge so that they can do their healing work in our state.